Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I'm doing a reading for Virgo today. Virgo in all placements. Let me get some prosperity dust on the table. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so I'm going to start by picking a couple of angel cards. Love, this one has come out a couple of times now. It just showed up for, I don't remember, Cancer, maybe? Yeah, love. I think that it also showed up in the weekly reading I did. Some readers are so good at remembering. Oh yes, when I did the Scorpio reading a year ago, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, I don't remember what I did yesterday. Purpose. This has also come up recently. Ice climbing. I think that's what it's called. The pickaxe, climbing up a snowy mountain, icy mountain, but there's the sun. Sun is shining. This one, there's hearts everywhere. Hearts, the angel has its arms out, palms up. Hearts over the palms. Hearts on the body, the feet, the armpits. And yeah, so this love may be tied to a purpose that you have, that you feel drawn to do something. This may be something new, something that you, or maybe the better way to say it is something that you feel compelled to do, like climb a mountain. Something that is, generally speaking, somewhat difficult, but also very rewarding. Gets you somewhere. It's there's some kind of goal involved. Let's go to the wisdom of the oracle. See the situation. What's going on? Building blocks. 28. Okay. You're doing something here. You're building, creating. Ooh, unfinished symphony, number 10. Mending, 52. This can be working on something that maybe you're coming back to with unfinished symphony, or it's something that is it's taking a while, and so you continue. It's like I keep getting that, coming back to it. Maybe this is a newfound understanding of your purpose, this unfinished symphony, and it could have to do with someone else coming together, like with this mending. If there was a rift between you and somebody, or there could be something about mending. It's like as you build, you go back and you discover where you might need to mend something because it wasn't built correctly or done like you've figured out a better way to do something. Music may be very important to you. And whatever this is that you're doing is very meaningful to you, because I keep being drawn back to the love. So let's look at the challenge. Heart's Hidden Secrets. Excuse me. What's the challenge here? Get some water. Oh. Spilled water on my card. Good thing it's laminated. All right. Oops. One more shuffle. Oh no. I got crazy with my cards and they went, oh geez, now they're all flip-flopped all over the place. So I'm just not gonna look. This one. I don't look anyway. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced and distorted. Confusion, uncertain, unclear, and unsure. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. What's going on here? This is all very, all this confused energy, not really understanding where you're going, thinking you're going in one direction, but really you're going in another. This speaks to what I was saying, this building block. It's like you have to go back and mend something that you started. This really makes me think of, okay, so as I'm doing this, of course my readings are timeless, but as I'm doing this, we have just come out of Mercury retrograde. We are still in Venus retrograde, which is, that's ending. Then Venus is going direct in, I don't know, like a 3 days. And so there's been all of this kind of seeing things, like kind of wonky, like Venus retrograde. Typically, we're suddenly interested or drawn to things that we might not normally be. And once we come out of that, we kind of like shake our heads and go, what was that? What was I thinking? I mean, I don't mean this is true across the board, but this is a common theme. And so it's like you were with this cloudy judgment, it kind of put you in this place of like, I don't know where I am. Like, I think I know what I want, but now I'm confused because it's different than what I used to want. But there's, with this, it's like it's hitting you on an emotional level, and it feels confusing. This is very. Let's see, where do I put these cards? I'm gonna keep them on the screen if I can. There's a lot of confused energy here, and just like seeing things in a distorted way, and then starting to come out of that, but it's still kind of foggy. It's still unclear. Okay, so where are we going from here? Let's look at the past. Go with the Science Tarot. What happened? Where are you coming from? What happened in the past? The Lovers. Gemini energy. Binary Star. Six of Scalpels. Quantum Sea. Ace of Scalpels in reverse, reductionism. So you made a choice. This could have been in a romantic connection, or it was something that you put a lot of yourself into. It was meaningful, again, with that meaningful thing, and you chose to move. If there was conflict, there was some kind of conflict here, you chose to move away from the conflict to calmer waters, to to move away from the drama. But in doing this, like, you didn't know where you were going. You just knew you wanted to leave something that didn't feel right, but you didn't have the clarity about where you were going or what would happen on the other side. Or let's get a little bit more on this Ace of Scalpels in reverse. 7 of Bunsen burners, expansion. Knight of Bunsen burners, Hypatia, innovator. It's like you dropped your defenses. It's almost like a false sense of security. You dropped your defenses, but you also found yourself in a place of either dealing with someone who is unreliable, or you were in a space of feeling just like, today I'm feeling this way. Oh, and then tomorrow I'm feeling this way. And it's like, there's kind of this roller coaster. Like, I feel like this is tied to your purpose here, where you were just very unclear about what it is that you actually wanted, what was driving you, and it kept changing. All you knew for sure was that you wanted to leave behind something that didn't work out. You were making a very clear choice toward peace. But that left you in this place of like, now what? Oops. Okay. So, let's see. Let me get some water. Let's look at how you see yourself. I'm going to use the guides of the hidden realms. 1313 on the timer. Listening to the ancestors, inherited patterns, traditions, and integrated wisdom versus knowledge. 13 in reverse. Here, I'm going to move these cards up. The consequence of fear, contraction, the frequency of fear, self-fulfilling prophecy, 20. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise in reverse. Mentorship, fulfillment, peace of mind, self-care, 40. I'm going to read in the book. Oops. Okay. So, listening to the ancestors in reverse. All of us have inherited stories within us, passed down by our ancestors. Those narratives live in our nervous systems, expressed through our emotional reactions and unconscious behaviors. Some are challenging, such as when an outer event triggers a deep sense of fear. There's fear here. Scarcity, unworthiness, or even hatred without our understanding why. Such reactive moments can also be based in unhealed childhood wounds. It's important to understand your ancestry and your past to better understand yourself. Why you see the world the way you do and why you go on autopilot when triggered. It's also important to give yourself the gift of compassion when you revert to an old pattern. So you've been finding yourself hit with fear, with these, kind of finding yourself in default mode. Like it keeps happening. And all of this, the cloudy judgment, the confusion, the heart fog, this is all tied to childhood wounds, or probably it's a mix, childhood wounds combined with what you have dealt with, from your caregivers, and, those kinds of, come on, brain, the ideals, the beliefs, the values that you have inherited from the people who raised you. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, though, in reverse, actually is a very positive one. It's an exciting time. Opportunities are making their way to you through the hidden realms, and you feel the sense of impending success. You've come so far, but could it be that you're more tired than usual? Self-care may not be high on your list when you're busy weaving your dreams into the fabric of reality. When's the last time you had tea with a friend and just laughed for no reason? When's the last time you remembered to have fun? Today you are called to recognize your personal limits and start scheduling in self-care. So, because of the fear, because of these inherited values, inherited whatevers, you've been on overdrive. You've been really pushing yourself with this purpose and not taking enough time for self-care, for doing things that fulfill you and make you feel happy and at peace. And this is how you see yourself. So you understand this to an extent. You see the fear bubbling up. You see when you're bumping up against certain ideas or feelings, things that come up where you're just like, okay, why is this here? I see this is happening, but I don't have a lot of control over this right now. And I think it is directly tied to needing to spend more time enjoying yourself just for the sake of having fun, for feeling good, because that's what helps you to, gain more confidence in what it is you are doing or want to do with purpose here. And this fear is also tied to whatever happened in the past. But this more recent thing, this choice you made to move away from something. You may have literally moved. And so you're processing. You're coming to terms with some really big long lasting things that have been, some things that could have been plaguing you. And trying to come to terms. So, where are we at? What do you want? Let's look at what you want. Yeah, this one? Okay, sure. Think so. No. No, sorry. I want what you want. What I want is what you want. Radical abundance. What do you want? Inspiration. Yeah, see, this is the energy that is kind of the opposite of the challenge here. The cloudy judgment, the confusion, the heart fog. When you're inspired, everything is clear. You understand things. There's a focus here. This guy's crazy eyes, he's looking at the acorn. Realizing that you can build something. You can build something. You take that little thing, and I mean, in this case, it's growing, but you know, ultimately, growth, building, it's all kind of the same idea. And it's understanding that you can turn one thing into another by giving it the right environment, the right elements. You want to feel inspired again, or you want to have the clarity within some kind of inspiration that you have had. Cheer. Well, yeah, you want to feel good. You want to feel happy. You want it. You want to move out of this energy of fear, of feeling like, you know, it's always at your back. It's always driving you to make decisions to, you know, that you're not even consciously aware of sometimes. Power. You want to take your power back. You want to feel like very comfortable standing in your power. You have had a loss of power because of the fear that you're bumping up against, and these inherited traditions, these things that you've picked up on and you weren't even aware of. I think that is a huge part of all of this, is that there's an awareness that is coming to you gradually. And you might be having these little epiphanies, these little moments of like, oh, okay, I see the fear. I see where I've been. I'm starting to see why, you know, I do certain things or don't do other things. But it's coming in waves. It's coming in small little bursts. And so I feel like you may be in a place where you're like, God, is this never ending? Like, I'm understanding more and more. I should be done by now. And there's so much more to uncover. It's kind of an iceberg thing. What you see at the top is a tiny, tiny little portion of what's actually there. And that is, I mean, that really does kind of illustrate our conscious mind versus our subconscious. It's a very similar thing. And you keep digging and you're coming up with more and more, and you're like, I want that clarity. I want to feel good. I want to feel happy. I want to be in my power and know exactly what I want, and, you know, use that to get me where I want to go. You want to clear up the confusion, because you've made some decisions or you've done something here based on illusions or a distorted way of thinking because of what you have picked up on. Through family, through childhood, you know, those childhood wounds. So, let's look at how others see you. Yeah, let me do this one. I'm gonna go with the wisdom of Avalon. How do others see you? Truth, 51. The Dragon, power and strength, 24. Both break down to a 6. The Queen, woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. Number 4. So, whatever you are struggling with, people do not, they do not see your struggle the way you do. You are very good at hiding what's going on. People see you as truthful, devoted to speaking your truth, to speaking the truth, what you feel is true, being truthful. The Dragon, power and strength. What you want is to feel like you're in power. People see you as in your power. People see you as very powerful. I think that you don't recognize the power that you already embody because of the distortion. How you see yourself is distorted because of all this fear. And finding yourself in situations where you're like, God, why did I do that again with this self-fulfilling prophecy? But other people are like, dang, you're on fire. You're amazing. You bring so much to the table, and you're a force to be reckoned with. And then Queen, like this feminine energy. By the way, gender doesn't matter. Everybody has feminine and masculine. The feminine energy here, it's feminine power. It's that ability to stand tall and receive, to tap into your intuition, to be able to create with that fertility. That place of creation is what you are naturally tapped into. And somehow, because of the heart fog, you have forgotten this, or you don't clearly see how powerful you really are in this very feminine energy. You're a good friend. You are a good lover. You are, like, with sexuality here, it's like there's something about you that is so compelling. And you're this wonderful, this is how people see you. You're this wonderful mix of, like you have integrity. People see you as someone with a lot of integrity, and how you show up. You stand for what you believe in. And you support those around you. You embody this energy of love. And how you see yourself is somewhat distorted because of all the stuff from the past. But you're starting to see that. You're starting to work on it. And so friendships, this is you making time for your friends. You're just being called to do that more. Spend more time with your friends. Spend more time supporting them and giving to them. And of course, I don't mean to say overgive. Never overgive. You want to give as much as you feel good giving, and make sure that you are receiving in some way, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that feels good, however that feels good. So let's look at potential outcome here. Moonology deck. I feel like the potential outcome is really good because you're doing the work. You're having this awareness, new awarenesses coming to you. It's like a flower opening. The confusion is clearing. The heart, fog will clear eventually. You were messed up for a time, but that's a part of the healing process, is understanding things from a new perspective. And ultimately, there's something about coming out of victim mode. That's a part of this ancestral thing. Is you were taught how to be a victim. You were taught, when we're in victim mode, we can't take responsibility for ourselves and our actions. We're always placing the blame outside of ourselves. Oh, poor me, this happened to me. You are in the process of coming to this awareness of, oh, I'm starting to see, I'm getting underneath, I'm getting to the bigger part of the iceberg, how I have done things, self-fulfilling prophecy, that have sabotaged myself. And how can I change my behavior, my thinking, my beliefs to show up in a new way, or to show up more how I feel comfortable with, within embodying that integrity, right? So we have emotions are running high. Yes, they are. Supermoon. Blocked emotions. Those emotions are becoming unblocked as these awarenesses come to you, as you do the work, as you spend time. It's like you're mending an issue with issues with yourself, right? You're doing that inner child work. You're making amends where you can. You're coming to terms with things. This is a part of this unfinished symphony. And so all of this, the blocked emotions are going to start to flow. It's like you're becoming more comfortable with feeling what you feel in any given moment. And so it's kind of like a dam bursting. It's kind of, there's going to be a lot of emotions flowing, after they've been blocked for a while. And that's a good thing, because emotions are energy, and energy wants to flow. So you're going to be feeling very emotional in a lot of different ways. You're going to have some highs, you're going to have some lows. That's okay. That's a part of the process, feeling what you feel. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. And I think this pride it's like you're learning how to, okay, so the ego is tied to this fear. The ego wants to keep us safe. The ego is that wounded child. So you're learning how to, you're making friends with that wounded child, and you are kind of coming out on top, and you're saying, okay, ego, okay, wounded child, you feel fear for a reason. Things happened that caused that. Fear is a necessary emotion. Is it an emotion? It's a necessary thing that helps us. It's just you're coming to a point where you're like, oh, I don't need to let fear rule me, run my life. I'm in charge. And so your pride, this particular pride, was tied to that fear. And so you're kind of, as you're being humbled, as you're going through something, you're like, oh, I can show up how I show up. I can feel what I feel. And let that be okay. Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Yeah, it is. Your hard work. This is all about what you are putting your attention on, your intention into, it's happening on a deeper level, and it's what you want is coming to fruition. That inspiration, you're like, you're getting more and more clear about what you want. That you have to have that before you can actually manifest what you want. And that is something that a lot of people don't realize. It's like they know what they don't want, so they focus on what they don't want. And then, of course, law of attraction, you put out what you don't want, you're going to get more of that. And so the trick is to identify what you don't want, and then let that point you in the direction of what you do want. What's the opposite? And this is the work that you're doing. Because once you're clear about what you want, then that inspiration comes. And then you're like, oh, now I can see what to do, how to move forward. And this energy of cheer, it's a lightness. It's a raising of your vibration. Fear brings your vibration down. Cheer is a natural kind of byproduct of this kind of working with the fear and moving through it. And I think also deciding to be in that energy of cheer. Because, it's like a fake it till you make it kind of thing. It's working for you. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. Yeah, see? Yeah, I gotta hurry up and finish. And bring love into the situation. Yes. Loving yourself first and foremost, and then sharing that love, spreading that love. Love is all around. I mean, there's a gazillion songs about it. You are becoming the embodiment of love, because you are clearing away the stuff, all the confusion, the messed up, the pain, the fear, all of this. And now you're in a place, you're coming to a place where you're like, oh, I was getting in my own way. Now I'm feeling so much better because I'm taking control. I'm taking back my power that I was giving away, that I had been taught to give away. This is, it's really cool. All right, so going with the chakra card, we've got solar plexus chakra, greatness. What do we have here? We have a lion, we have a bear, a dragon. We've got the dragon again with that power and strength. There's a lot of strength here with this greatness. And then there's a woman who is, meditating, and she's pouring something out of a bottle. Anyway, I like, love, and accept myself. I am wonderful and talented, and know that greatness resides within me. It makes me think of old SNL, the guy who's like, who talks to himself in the mirror. What does he say? I don't know. I forget now. But gosh darn it, I'm awesome. I'm great or something. Anyway, I'm going to say this again. I like, love, and accept myself. I'm wonderful and talented and know that greatness resides in me. I harness my greatness and show up in the world. I allow myself to be seen and heard. I cultivate my genius and observe with love and excitement as my greatness makes a positive difference in the world. This cheer. I am wonderful. Yes, you are. You are so wonderful. And what's amazing about this is other people see this. And I guess that's true. That's very common, is people can see us better than we can see ourselves sometimes. But like you're coming up to the to that level of where others see you. That you're amazing, and you're learning in this, learning to accept yourself, to love yourself, to even like yourself. It is a journey, and the payoff is immense, is like beyond what you can imagine. You just keep going, you just keep doing that work, focusing on the love, keep climbing that mountain. You're gonna get somewhere. You are already there, more than you think. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.